New York City. The energy hits you like a shot of espresso, strong and invigorating. It's a city that never stops, never slows down, and never lets you catch your breath. The air itself crackles with a million untold stories, each one more fascinating than the last. 24 hours here? Barely enough time to scratch the surface. Every corner, every street, every building has a story to tell. But I'm here for it. Ready to dive headfirst into the chaos and come up for air, hopefully, with a belly full of good food and a head full of unforgettable memories. The city promises adventure, and I'm eager to embrace it. The minute my boots hit the pavement, the sensory overload begins. The sights, the sounds, the smells, they all hit you at once. The cacophony of car horns, the rumble of the subway beneath my feet, the smell of 1,000 different cuisines mingling in the air. It's a symphony of urban life. It's overwhelming in the best possible way. This city is alive. It breathes, it moves, it pulses with a restless energy that's contagious. I can feel myself getting swept up in the current, ready to see where it takes me. First things first, coffee. A good, strong cup to fuel the day ahead. Strong, black, and preferably from a bodega that looks like it hasn't changed in 50 years. These places are the heart and soul of the city. There's something about the gritty authenticity of these places that I love. The history, the character, the stories embedded in the walls. The gruff but friendly barista, the smell of freshly baked bread and empanadas, the newspaper clippings plastered on the walls. It's a sensory experience that grounds you in the present moment. It's a slice of real New York life, and it's the perfect way to start my day. With coffee in hand, I'm ready to take on whatever the city throws at me. The morning is a blur of iconic landmarks, each one telling its own story. Times Square, a sensory overload of flashing lights and giant billboards, where the energy is palpable and the crowds never seem to thin. The Empire State Building, a majestic Art Deco masterpiece piercing the sky, standing tall as a symbol of ambition and architectural brilliance. The Brooklyn Bridge, a testament to human ingenuity, and a perfect vantage point for a breathtaking view of the city skyline connecting boroughs and people alike. But it's not just the famous sights that captivate me. It's the heartbeat of the city, the everyday moments that make New York truly unique. It's the everyday details that make this city so fascinating. The rhythm of footsteps on the pavement, the symphony of honking horns, and the ever-changing tapestry of faces. The street vendors hawking their wares, offering a taste of the city's diverse culinary landscape. The old men playing chess in the park, their faces etched with stories of the past. The graffiti art that transforms ordinary walls into vibrant canvases. Each piece a bold statement of creativity and rebellion. Every corner you turn seems to offer a new and unexpected glimpse into the soul of New York, a city that never ceases to surprise. The yellow cabs whizzing by become a mesmerizing ballet of urban chaos, each one a vital thread in the city's intricate tapestry, each one a tiny world on wheels, carrying passengers with their own unique stories to tell, their own destinations to reach. I imagine their lives, their dreams, their destinations, and how they all weave into the grand narrative of this bustling metropolis. It's a reminder that in this city of millions, everyone is the protagonist of their own narrative, each contributing to the vibrant, ever-evolving story of New York. No trip to New York City is complete without a proper bagel. Not the mass-produced, flavorless kind you find in supermarkets across the country. I'm talking about a real New York bagel. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside, and bursting with flavor. I find myself at a tiny hole-in-the-wall bakery in the East Village. The aroma of freshly baked bread hits me the moment I step inside. The owner, a man with a thick New York accent and flour dusted on his apron, greets me with a gruff but friendly smile. He knows his craft well. I order a classic toasted everything bagel with a smear of cream cheese and a side of lox. The first bite is a revelation. The flavors meld together in perfect harmony. The bagel is perfectly balanced, with just the right amount of chewiness and crunch. The lox is silky smooth and the cream cheese adds a tangy richness that takes it over the top. It's simple, it's satisfying, and it's undeniably New York. This is more than just food, it's a bite of the city's soul. Every bite tells a story of tradition, of community, and of the vibrant life that pulses through the streets of New York. So, next time you're in the city, don't just see the sights. Taste them. Experience the true essence of New York, one bagel at a time. Even in the heart of Manhattan, nature finds a way. Central Park is a sprawling green oasis amidst the concrete jungle, a testament to the human need for open space and tranquility. I wander along the winding paths, surrounded by lush greenery and the sound of birdsong. It's hard to believe that I'm still in the middle of one of the busiest cities in the world. Families picnic on the grass, couples stroll hand in hand, and street performers entertain the crowds. It's a microcosm of New York life, a place where people from all walks of life come together to relax and recharge. I find a bench overlooking the Bethesda Fountain, a majestic centerpiece of the park. The sound of the water cascading over the stone is both soothing and invigorating. I close my eyes and take a deep breath, letting the energy of the city wash over me. Section 5, Food Truck Fiesta, a symphony of flavors on wheels. The lunch hour in New York is a symphony of smells and sounds, and nowhere is it more evident than at the city's ubiquitous food trucks. From every corner of the world, culinary entrepreneurs serve up a mind-boggling array of cuisines. The aroma of sizzling onions, spicy chorizo, and tangy kimchi fills the air. I'm immediately drawn to a brightly colored truck with a hand-painted sign that reads, Tacos El Güero. The line is long, but the smell is too intoxicating to resist. The tacos are everything I hoped for and more. Double-stacked corn tortillas, piled high with tender marinated meat, cilantro, onions, and a squeeze of lime. The flavors are bold and fresh, a perfect midday pick-me-up. Section 6. Reaching for the sky and the stars. The afternoon is a whirlwind of iconic New York experiences. I ride to the top of the Empire State Building, gazing out at the sprawling cityscape that stretches as far as the eye can see. The sheer scale of the city is awe-inspiring, a testament to human ambition and ingenuity. Later I find myself in Times Square, the crossroads of the world. Giant billboards flash advertisements for Broadway shows, restaurants, and everything in between. The energy here is electric, fueled by the dreams and aspirations of millions. I soak it all in, the sights, the sounds, the smells. This is New York in all its chaotic glory. Section 7. Pizza perfection, a slice of New York's soul. As the sun begins to set, I find myself craving a true New York institution pizza. Not the deep-dish Chicago-style monstrosity, but a thin-crust, foldable slice of heaven. I duck into a small, unassuming pizzeria in Little Italy. The smell of baking dough and melted cheese washes over me. Behind the counter, a man with flour-dusted hands expertly tosses pizza dough in the air. I order a simple slice with pepperoni. The crust is thin and crispy with just the right amount of char. The sauce is tangy and flavorful, and the pepperoni is perfectly spicy. It's a classic for a reason. This is pizza perfection. Section 8. A midnight feast. The city's culinary heartbeat. Even as the rest of the city sleeps, New York's culinary scene continues to thrive. I find myself at a bustling night market in Queens, where vendors hawk everything from steaming dumplings to spicy noodles to fragrant curries. The air is thick with the smell of 1,000 different spices. I sample dish after dish, each one a delicious adventure for my taste buds. The city's diversity is on full display here, a melting pot of cultures and cuisines. As I savor my final bite, I realize that my 24 hours in New York City are almost up. It's been a whirlwind of experiences, a sensory overload in the best possible way. I've walked miles, eaten my weight in delicious food, and seen sights that will stay with me forever. New York City, you were everything I hoped for and more. Until next time.